Hey, no, I'm Tone Bot. No, I'm Tone Bot. No, I'm Tone Bot. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal. No, I'm Tone Bot. Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Look, right about now, we got to chop it up about this Kewon White situation. We got to talk about this Mo3 situation, the connection with the little Boosie situation, Yella Beezy. We got to talk about this, man, because some things have transpired over this weekend. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. So some things have transpired. And you got to go back in time because I've been giving you some certain information that people have not been paying attention to. Backtrack all the way back to January 4th, 2025. Not 2026. Go back to January 4th, 2025. Your boy Ratchet TV has been giving you guys some information, right? And this information that I have been giving you guys, it went over your heads because I told you January 4th, 2025, that Boosie shot. That Kewon White shot Lil Boosie. And everyone's like, no, what are you talking about? But you forget I had my hands on his transcripts. I had my hands on all his paperwork. I had his medical shit. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged. Did I say if I didn't, fuck it. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. I don't remember if I did it or not. We only like 2 minutes in, so if I did, I did. Whatever. Who cares? All right. So I had my hands on his medical shit. I had my hands on his call history, his call logs, his text message history, his email history. I had voice recordings of him. I had all type of messages that he was sending people snitching on people allegedly in this case. I also had my hands on the book he was writing. Now, the book he was writing was very detailed because his book kind of detailed how he ended up turning out into the person that he ended up turning into. Now, in this book, it talks about how grown women were, doing inappropriate things to him when he was younger. And one of those people who was doing some inappropriate things to him as a little one was Armani Rose. Armani Rose ultimately ended up helping him out in the end by making the fake license plates that was in the to the Camaro that he ended up running down on Mo3 in. Now, Armani Rose kind of messed up his life from the beginning, or was one of the females who did end up messing his life up in the beginning when he was younger, and he ended up turning into the psychopath that he is today. Now, I can't blame her for all his bad decisions, but I can't blame her for kind of fucking up someone's mind as a child, and you just never know how that's going to turn out. So Kewon White was, he talks in this book, and it's very detailed about how Armani Rose was, touching him inappropriately, when he was showering or whatever, or other thing. I'm not going to get into detail. It's sick, but I had my hand. I have the book. I got my hands on the book January 4th, 2025. And I gave you guys all this important information way back then. So once I gave you guys all this important information, it kind of went over everyone's head because I told y'all that, that was one of the key factors into who he turned out to be, was the things that were done to him as a child. Can't blame everyone for everything he ended up doing, and can't blame her for him killing Mo3, but it's kind of crazy how you ruined his life as a kid, and then you ruined his life as an adult because you're the person who allegedly gave him up. Armani Rose, you're one of the people who allegedly ended up giving him up, and you helped him out. You helped assist him You act like you didn't know. You threw rocks and hid your hands like you didn't have nothing to do with the Mo3 shit when you really did. And I believe and I heard that you're one of the witnesses on this case. So you're going to get up on that stand and say a lot of shit about the same person whose life you ruined when he was younger. And we don't talk about Armani Rose enough, but I feel like Armani Rose is a big part to the Mo3 case. Now, I know this video is all over the place, but you got to pay attention because I've been putting all these pieces together for all y'all for a long time. Now, January 4th, 2024, I also got my hands on Kewon White's journal. That's where we end up in today. I got to give y'all the whole story. You know, I got to give you the whole story. So I ended up getting my hands on his journal. Now, in that journal, there was a song that he was writing. There was a lot of lyrics that were very, I would say, incriminating. So, in this incriminating evidence that I ended up getting my hands on, Barnes has his hands on this information too, as well. Now, well, he's been had it since January 4th, 2025. He's been had the same information that I have. Me and Barnes know we both got this information on Kewon. So, he also details in there, it's a song to Lil Boosie. He writes a song basically talking about how he has beef with Lil Boosie. Now, this was January 4th, 2025. Now, fast forward to June of 2026, he does an interview. Well, fast forward, the interview comes out. He doesn't do this interview in 2026. So let me expose real life like I always do. Them boys been running plays. They've had that video that y'all are watching is not a new interview. That is an old interview that he did in 2023. Way before I got my hands on the information. They've been holding on to that shit for 3 years. Real Life Street Stars has been holding on to the fact that Kewon White shot Boosie for 3 years. I got my hands on it January 4th, 2025, and I exposed it the same day. That same day I got it, that night I was live telling y'all he shot Boosie. They could have put out that information way back then, but they didn't. They waited till now. Why? Just like they're holding on to the RatchetTV interview, just like they hold on to a lot of stuff, just like they withhold a lot of information that they have. Hence why they're subpoenaed in this case. Their platform is completely a police platform. And I exposed that to them during their interview where they admitted to me that, yeah, we do police shit. You do too. I'm like, well, of course I do. I don't hide that, but y'all do. But y'all are the police just like I am. But everyone want to run around here calling RatchetTV the police when y'all are pulling up right to the police platform to do an interrogation interview with real life. And then they're gonna hold shit and release it whenever they're fucking ready. Those boys are running plays in this Mo3 case, just like the rest of this motherfucking city that I've been exposing. Let's keep it up, allegedly. All right, so that interview came out. The interview comes out, and now all of a sudden everyone's looking, oh my God, Kewon shot Lil Boosie. Well, I've been told y'all this. If you go right here, let me give y'all some information real quick. So if you go right here, right? Let's go right here. There's a song called Dear Bitch Ass Boo. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't read his handwriting. I can't read this dude's lyrics. He writes like a 2-year-old, but I can try to give y'all some of these lyrics. But I broke this down in 2025, January 4th. I'll try to give y'all some of this today. Dear bitch ass boo. Yeah, this for Boosie Boo. All that shit you be talking, fool, or whatever. I don't know what this is. Dear bitch ass boo. I'm just here to speak the truth. You snitch, you a hoe, you ain't stepping, and I don't know what that says. All that ish that you be talking when yo shooter, they ain't pop it, nigga. Say you I don't know what that says. What and whatever, bro. I don't know what he's saying. I'm trying, it's hard. I know it's been a little minute. Got you keeping your distance. My young one, they ass be tripping. They riding around in the city, got all these whatever. That ain't, I guess, Glocks. That ain't for show. My young nigga gone whatever. They ain't chilling. My hood like my hood like you, just good. We want the smoke. Little gangster bitch, she gave me the drop. Pulled up like we gonna shop. See, he's telling y'all he got the drop from a girl. There was a girl who gave him the drop that Boosie was, he lied to real life, but the real truth is there was a girl who gave Kewon White the drop. It was a little gangster bitch. She gave him the drop. They pulled up like they was gonna shop, just chilling, planning, just waiting to get these shots off. Stay whatever. I can't read his handwriting. It's kind of hard. They finna come. He waited till they was finna come out. Tried to spare whatever the shit. This is tripping when all he was all in his feelings. Them things slipping 12 deep. They was 12 deep. He says they was like 12, 13 deep. So let me just try to break this down for y'all because I can't read the handwriting, but I'm trying to tell y'all what the fuck happened. A girl gave Kewon White the drop that Boosie was at Big T. Boosie pulls up to Big T. He lied to real life and told him a whole fugazi story. But the true story is he pulled up like, oh, I'm going to Big T to go shopping. And hey, Boosie, you want to hear my music? He's showing Boosie the GRC chain. He wants Boosie to see the GRC chain. And he was with his niggas like, yeah, let's go. Nigga, yeah, you here in the city because you got to rewind. Before this happened, Boosie, for the people who don't really know the Mo3 case, let me fill y'all in on something. Boosie was involved in this shit because when things first popped off, Boosie jumped on the internet and started saying, yeah, I'm on my way to Dallas. Y'all took out my boy. Y'all got me fucked up. The Grim Reaper coming to Dallas. The Grim Reaper on his way to Dallas. All this shit is scrubbed off the internet now. Boosie told the whole city that he was popping out and he told everybody he's coming to Oak Cliff. Some girl gave Kewon White and them the drop. Kewon calls Yella and says Boosie at Big T. Yella sent the little, you know what I'm saying? Go handle that. Kewon White is Yella's shooter. Rewind. And when he says, my partner just got out of prison, ready to body a nigga, shot him a nigga. You don't want problems, my nigga. What my nigga inside a gorilla. He said, if I got problems, I got prices on the nigga head, then I swear to God, I'm gonna get him on him dead. He shot, let out 33 shots. Soon as the beat drop. That song, he's telling y'all how he gave the drop to Kewon on Mo3. He's telling y'all in those songs, just go back and listen to that song. My partner just got out of prison. When Kewon had that Mount Pleasant shit going, he came home. Yella started paying him to shoot people. Yeah, my partner just got out of prison, ready to rob him a nigga, shot him a nigga. You don't want problems, my nigga. That song, he's telling y'all in that song that he put prices on people's head and these niggas is gonna get them for him. He wants him dead. He wants him dead. He wants him shot. He shot. Let off 33 shots. Mo3 got shot 22 times. I'm just saying. Do the math. So anyway, then he pulls up there like he was going to go shopping. He gets the drop from Yella Beezy. He goes up to Big T, pretends like, oh, we're just going to Big T to get some pizza and, you know, we're going to eat. And he's following Boosie around. He's stalking Boosie just like he did Mo3. Boosie don't know Boosie don't know this nigga is laying on him. But then Boosie ends up seeing him. And he's seen the GRC chain. Boosie knows who GRC is. Boosie be in Dallas. So Boosie already gets the drop on him now. Like, oh shit, this nigga finna, okay, nigga, bring your bitch ass outside. So Boosie and him is ready. Whoop-dee, whoop-dee, whoops. And that's where this is at right here, where this part of the song where he pulled up like he was shot. Then Boosie and him was 12 deep. Boosie and him go outside. It was time. It was time to blitz, nigga. Yeah, he said it's time to blitz, nigga. Once he said, done, gone. That's a pipe. It's a blitz. It's time to blitz a nigga. Draco, he had the Draco on. Draco on my lap. He had the Draco on. He admits it that he had the Draco on his arm. It go fed. Chunk right at your leg. Look, he's telling y'all he shot Boosie in his leg. He said took a chunk right out his leg. He's telling y'all he shot Boosie. Look, Draco, it go fed. Nice chunk right out your leg. Boy, you ain't dead. He wanted to kill Boosie. Yella Beezy sent him to kill. Look, he says here, but Yella, look, he says it right here. He says it right here. I just can't read the fucking writing. Boy, you lucky you ain't dead. Oh, boy, you lucky you ain't dead. But something, and then he says, I'm a certified stepper, but Yella sent the hoe. Yella sent the hoe. He telling you Yella Beezy sent the girl to you. That's how he ended up getting the drop on you. Doing stupid ass shit on your name. Oh man, he telling everything. I ring bells right off the streets. You think this is a place the way we stomp down in the streets? I act like whatever. Yo, I don't know. I don't know what he's saying in front of you. He be in front of the cliff. Don't go over there. Uh, I'm trying to read this without just. Okay, so basically, I can't read his handwriting. So what I'm gonna tell y'all is this story goes like this, and that's the song right there. That's the song, Dear Bitch Ass Boo. So in this song, hold on, give me a second. So in this song, he details how Yella Beezy gave him the drop. Yella Beezy was the one who sent the girl, not Yella Beezy gave him the drop, excuse me. Yella Beezy sent the girl to Boosie. She ends up smashing Boosie. She's connected to Boosie now. Yella Beezy put a girl right up underneath Boosie. Yella Beezy wanted to kill Boosie. Yella Beezy felt like Boosie was stepping in Dallas business, and Boosie and Yella had smoke behind the scenes at this point. So Yella Beezy sends a girl to Boosie. She ends up getting close to Boosie. She ends up riding out to Dallas with Boosie. That's how they know that what's going on with Boosie. They know all Boosie's movements at this point. Hold on. They know all Boosie, excuse me. They know all Boosie's movements at this point. The girl ends up hitting up Kewon. He up here. She already talked to Yella, but Yella like hit up Kewon. She hits up Kewon. Kewon ends up, hey Yella, you sure you want me to? Yella Beezy sent the payment. He sent the payment to Kewon. Kewon pulls up to Big T, pretends like he's gonna go shopping. Kewon White's acting like he's going shopping with Boosie. Whoop. It wasn't a shopping spree that he was going on. It was a shooting spree. Because once he got the drop on Boosie, Boosie and him end up linking up. Locking face to face. Boosie sees the chain. Boosie leaves immediately. As soon as he seen the GRC chain, he knew that the blitz was coming. He goes outside, and then they're trying to get prepared for the blitz that's coming because Boosie knows that it's finna be smoke. Boosie already was going looking for them, but they ended up getting the drop on Boosie. Boosie wasn't going there shopping. Boosie was going there looking for GRC members. Boosie runs into Kewon White. Boosie and Kewon White lock eyes. The whole team is with Boosie. The team is with Kewon. Kewon didn't have to call nobody and say, "Would you?" Kewon called and told Beezy, "Do you want me to do this?" Beezy says, "Yeah." Kewon and the team pull up. That's whenever they end up locking eyes with Boosie. Boosie goes outside. Boosie and them are getting prepared. He ends up jumping in his shit. Boosie and them were jumping in their shit. They already knew where they was. Boosie is standing outside, and some shit was going on. Whoopty. Kewon White ends up coming from the corner. He ends up seeing Boosie and them. They run Boosie down, and Kewon White lets off them shots, and he took a chunk right out Boosie's leg. And they thought they killed him. That was the mission, to kill Boosie. It didn't work out the way that they wanted it to, but that's how they got the drop on Boosie, and that's ultimately what ended up happening to Boosie. And Kewon White is responsible for shooting Boosie. He even admits it in this song. So I do believe Kewon White ends up going down for the Boosie shooting. I don't think Boosie wants to prosecute or do no shit like that, but I do know the police know for a fact. Barnes and the team already know he shot Boosie. This has not been a secret to me. I put this information out January 4th, 2025. I've been told y'all he shot Boosie. Now that Real Life finally released that interview, now you know I didn't lie to you. Y'all always call me a liar on here, and I've been had the paperwork on that. I've been had that song since January 4th, 2025. I've been told y'all that Kewon White shot Boosie, and I've been told y'all Kewon White shot Mo 3. Yella Beezy paid for the hit allegedly with Boosie. Yella Beezy paid for the Mo 3 hit. Yella Beezy paid for the Roy Lee hit. Yella Beezy paid for the Bubba hit. Yella Beezy has been out here paying for hits and admitting he's doing it, using those lyrics that they're going to use on him in court for the Mo 3 trial. Yella Beezy, you're about to go down, my boy. And Kewon White, that's who you should have took care of. When you was paying for shit, you should have got rid of Kewon White and Bodega. I'm just saying allegedly. Look, hey, I'm just saying the reason why you finna get cooked is because the people you kept around you that you was paying to do shit, and they all finna flip on you because you a fuck nigga. Jose Bodega know you a fuck nigga. Trap Boy Freddy know you a fuck nigga. And Kewon White know it too. Everybody, Devin Brown knows it. Everybody, the tables are turning and the wheels are starting to burn. The tables are turning, the wheels are burning. Yella Beezy, you finna get blitzed. You've been sending blitzes this whole time, but now it's your turn to finally get the blitz. Yella Beezy, I don't know how you gonna make it out of this one. When Kewon White has been running around snitching for a long time in real life, dropping that interview, Yella, that's really damaging to you, being that I got the paperwork that puts you right in it. You sent that girl. You sent the blitz. Yella Beezy, you wanted to kill Boosie, allegedly. Allegedly. But hey, I digress. I don't know what the hell I be talking about. Y'all say I just be making up stuff. But when the pieces connect, the pieces connect. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. I don't know what's going on, man. All I could tell y'all is it's a war, and a lot of people finna go down, and a lot of sense is finna be made. And in the end, y'all gonna know that your boy Ratchet never lied to y'all. I kept it a buck the whole way through. And there's more that's gonna come. Get in the comment section. Let me know. Do y'all feel like Kewon White shot Boosie? Do you feel like Kewon White is responsible for the Mo3 hit? Do you feel like Yella Beezy paid for the hit? Do you feel like Yella Beezy sent the girl to Boosie? Do you feel like Yella Beezy sent Kewon up to Big T to pretend like he was shopping to unalive Boosie? Do you feel like Yella Beezy is behind all this stuff like we know he is? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just asking y'all. Look, this is your boy Big Ratchet. We report, you decide. I don't know. It's up to you to decide. So look, jump in that comment section and let me know what y'all think about this video. I've been told y'all this though. Kewon White shot Boosie. Kewon White ran down on Mo3. This your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. We report, you decide. I'm gone.